Alpha OneTV and all the latest updating or Senko baby I like in a shame on you so you ain't been seen on to keep you updated. Yes, already in feeling chum. Near Fundy or near the Emma Moy NDC. Sabrity to find any action Parliament House now. Ya Afenyo Markin as you see the opposite what say a year NDC for majority in Parliament now as from 183 from 187 to 183 adding the NDC. And the opposite side, a numbers in the back on the no because already grandpa more than no, they all call to grandpa and came we. Just NDC for led by a Mahama Yaraga on a majority a leader in Parliament, and I just say or set the record straight channel the good and master and then the film apostle and support and say hey. 187 183 jano ke kano by force of new Markin say NDC for 183 ebekwa kwiti na mahama yage ka chene say onko muntaka ho onko jinjejire onko no school no about a Pan-African Parliament because as is speaking there has been a heated argument just so including kwiti say na 7 years going
that this formula does not apply. And then they do it as it pleases them. It's not fair. We have IPU, we have CPA. I insist that all of these delegations, we should lay them before Parliament. All the EU delegation, every single delegation, let us apply the formula. Let's lay the report. We cannot limit it to only Pan-Africa and ECOWAS. There are other delegations. We have other delegations. I would plead that we ensure transparency. Our friends should look at posterity. They should look at tomorrow. Look at tomorrow. You are 183 today. Think about tomorrow. I'm saying that 187 very well. With the independent 4, you have one, no problem. 183 NDC. Let me deal with NDC. You have 183 today. What are you going to say? 183 platform, 187. The majority caucus. Majority caucus with the 4 independent, but it's okay. NDC in this chamber is 183. NDC caucus in this chamber, you have some independent adding up to your numbers. But you have 183. You are not 187. It is plus the independent MPs. So your caucus is 187. What's your problem? But the NDC is 183. Mr. Speaker, there is peace in this chamber. Let's maintain that peace. We are here as a family. Even the list that we have on our side, Mr. Speaker, is not conclusive. I was supposed to do some amendment. I didn't know it was going to be advertised. There are some consultations that I did. We need to do some balances here and there. So even we are not ready, as at this afternoon, we need to do some changes because some members that I consulted, expressed some views. But on Pan-Africa, it can go with Honorable Buama and Honorable Anodompre. ECOWAS, we can stay it and deal with the changes. But Pan-Africa, we have 2. Our 2, which is as a matter of right. We are not negotiating. We are not begging anybody. We are not pleading. It is as of right in accordance with the known precedents that we all know. We have 2. It's Honorable Patrick Buama of Okankwe Central and Honorable Anodompre of Isawo Madweji, the chief whip. Mr. Speaker, I am grateful. If they want to do the observer status, that's fine. They can. We will not even ask for observer. We are okay with our 2. They can decide to have even 3 observers. That's up to them.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, just a moment. You see, I have heard everything that he has said. We've all been in this house, and I think Honorable Muntaka is one of those that understand these things better than any other person. But the reality of the composition of the Pan-African Parliament is this, that it is always led by the first deputy speaker. Non-negotiable. The first deputy speaker can be an MPP member. The first deputy speaker can be an NDC member. It is always led by a first deputy speaker. Listen to me. I listen to you in silence. I listen to you in silence. The first deputy speaker has always led the delegation to the Pan-African Parliament. Statutory. You can't change that. Person can be an MPP, an NDC, an independent member, but he leads or she leads. Then the two chief whips, the minority whip and the majority chief whip, the two chief whips, they are statutory members of the delegation. Mr. Speaker, when you remove these three, technically the appointive members are only two. The members that are to be appointed are only two. Now, with two persons to be appointed, let's now apply the percentages and see what you will get and what we will get. That is why when you do the analysis, we said that for the two nominations, take one and then we will take one. Well, Honorable Muntaka is here. Go to the records and see whether throughout the life of the delegation, whether it has always not been the first deputy speaker who leads, then the two whips who join him, then we now nominate two people to join them. If you look at it from that perspective, it is simple. It is simple. So yes. So please, let us allow this arrangement to go on so that we can have the gender representation. Each of us gets to send one person, then the statutory members being the speaker, and then the whips will get to go. Indeed, it is pursuant to the position that it has to always be the whip, that when we made a transition in the middle of the life of the parliament, we had to compromise and allow him to go as an observer because the slot was known to be for the whip. That was the position, because it was known that the slot is for the whips. So even though Muntaka had left as a whip and was an ordinary member of the House, we as a House agreed that for a smooth transition, he will go not as a delegation member, but as an observer. And this House adopted it. Mr. Speaker, don't talk as if we want to just use our numbers to oppress you. So I plead with him, let's allow this arrangement. And indeed, it is to reach out that the Speaker accepted the continuation of the observer status so that we will have our colleague, Honorable Boama, to be a member of the delegation, but as an observer. So please, I'm pleading with you. Let's allow this to go. Then, subject to you sorting out your issues with your delegation for the ECOWAS Parliament, then we can deal with that one.
Mr. Speaker, that new theory of statutory membership is unknown. Mr. Speaker, it was the majority leader's submission that the precedence has always been that the two chief whips go to Pan-Africa. It's not true. Please, let me take you through the history. The chief whips have been going to ECOWAS. It was during my time that Honorable Anodompre and I said, because I previously went to ECOWAS, I would prefer to be in ECOWAS instead of going to Pan-Africa when I was a deputy leader. So he decided that he would go to Pan-Africa. So don't introduce any concept. In fact, Mr. Speaker, he was convinced by somebody in this chamber. I don't want to mention his name. I don't want to bring him into this debate. There is no statutory provision that first deputy speaker should be the one to lead delegation. No. Let's not create a new, you see, this Harvard jurisprudence that is often being introduced. Even when they are in a tight corner, they will down open the standing orders and try a certain interpretation for survival. It won't work this time around, Mr. Majority Leader. Now you are saying, oh, the first deputy can be from any party, so that one is aside. Now there's another statutory, chief whip to chief whip, that is aside. Anytime I get a case, I will bring you as my lawyer because you know how to fight to the end. But counsel, not on this occasion. Not on this occasion. The delegation is supposed to be 5 for Pan-Africa. And by practice, the ratio in this chamber, we always use the numerical strength, majority and minority. We've already agreed on the ratio, 32%, 68%. You've used your 68% to take all the committees. We didn't complain. We did not complain. You never compromised when it was 3.45 for us to get the next so that we even have 4. Mr. Speaker, you go to Finance Committee, go and see. We just 6 out of the whole lot. Public account. Mr. Speaker, that is true. Don't worry. Don't worry. You've not spoken into the mic, but I agree with you. That is the ratio Ghana gave us. I agree. So why are you taking away what Ghana has given us? What you are trying to see, Eche, let's be fair in this game. Don't try it. You see, we are adults. This game, you know you are coming to equity with very dirty, unclean hands. Stop it. You know from your heart. He knows. Let's stop this, Mr. Speaker. Don't let us introduce and reinvent any theory to back any argument. They are supposed to be 3, and we are supposed to be 2. Why try to, encourage certain actions that will come back and harm this house? We cannot, Mr. Speaker. And I don't want Mr. Speaker to be introduced into this, that Mr. Speaker took a decision. Please, we already sat and agreed. When this thing became a controversy, I calculated it. The clerk was there, the majority leader was there, and the speaker was there. I showed it in his office. Your only problem is that you have already informed your senior members ahead of this. That was it. Well, no, let's be gentlemen. Let's be gentlemen, guys. Let's be gentlemen. You said you have already informed them. And it's difficult to go back to say, oh, your name is being taken out. Find another place for them. No, but he has mentioned it. That's why I'm referring. He mentioned it. He listed the names, our senior members.
And we say for the Kesi Afenyo Markin, I just say, or no, if I can say, just one go Parliament House. And I said, just win you. Oh, being quite the Betanekasa. Oh, being quite the on train. Where me at in a casa. Or casa so basa sebi. Propaganda, partisan, ashin trimu ma. And in I said, boy, Ghana, because of the political party intino I say there be one penny Emma a nenye den Emma so see them running kapa but because equity and the political party intino nenye na den Emma so and he has been doing this on and on nano and the Ghana yada be Drew Sabri. And as we're speaking of all the argument, the back and forth is because Pan Africa for Anton's African for say a member members in Parliament and mommy the Embra. And there has been a precedent in that Parliament and as a chamber. But because of partisan Afenyo Markin say already by force opesa ono nkro form won echi no omunya 2 slot moye the dosing meanwhile there has been a precedent to follow the elected nkro for the Ecosa Parliament and as a chamber see mfani nyina antonchen even though my area tries to be school no se chinchine try opening ye mfani die na and dia wasem no mum na HSA if today you be power 187 na actually be munye 187 and because power is like ice block blah 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 you can't see me be I think so right now no one kasa no experience and as anyama wo suano life experience because during that time you people in power and Ghanaians were complaining these people no because they kasa monte. So no need you ma be easy. Menko baby I like in share money so dey nya binti akam.